Today I'm going to turn myself into the planet Mercury. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nicole. I'm an astrologer, card reader, and life coach, and this is my channel dedicated to all of those things, plus spiritual topics in general. If you're interested in booking a reading or a life coaching session with me, you may do so at my website, NicoleBrenny.com. Without any further ado, we are going to turn myself into Mercury, but I want to let you guys know that all of the information that I'm using to create this look is going to be derived from the ancient Vedic texts. I actually look at the Graha Sutras written by Ernst Wilhelm to derive a lot of that material, and I do make some creative decisions as well, and I will explain everything at the end of the video. And if I don't cover something in the video, then I will put a link in the description box to my article that I always write about each planet, and you can go in there and look more for those little details. I'm so excited to do this Mercury video. I've been planning it for so long. I'm on the eve of my Mercury maturation coming up on July 8th, my birthday. And so I've really been feeling this mercurial energy. If you guys want to know more about that, let me know and I'll make another video kind of describing how I've been feeling that. But it's been super intense. So I'm super excited for you to see this video, and I will see you guys in a second when I turn myself into Mercury.
I don't understand why most of the time I'm living my life all wrong. I felt nothing at all. The freedom of the fall. My smile is on the back seat, the back wall. Watch me as I go and separate the ones that I made to love and hate, and slowly counting down my body weight. I'm tired. I'm tired. I can do things no human can do. I can doubt myself, and then I'll doubt you. That's nothing new. Watch me as I go and separate the ones that I made to love and hate, and slowly counting down my body weight. I'm tired. Watch me as I go and separate the ones that I made to love and hate, and slowly counting down my body weight. I'm tired. I'm tired. And the stars, they look like little eyes to me. I am my only prize. Sat on a dead man's bed. The sun cools my neck. It covers my skin. The earth pulls me back. Watch me as I go and separate the ones that I'm made to love and hate, and slowly count down my body weight. I'm tired. Watch me as I go and separate the ones that I'm made to love and hate, and slowly count down my body weight. I'm tired. You say what you want, where you go. Like it's your bad, but it's so sad. I can't.
Alright you guys, this is the finished look. I have turned myself into Mercury, and honestly I really like it. I like this look. I feel very comfortable. I feel like it's a more modest look than a few of the ones that I've done in the past, and it's really close to kind of my natural look. I mean, I don't have green eyes, but I do have darker hair normally. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Like this video if you like this look, or if you're interested in seeing other looks that you might like more, and subscribe if you haven't. And what I'm gonna do now is I'm actually going to go and edit the video, and I'm gonna do like a voiceover and describe all of the different items that I've chosen, from my hair, my eye color, my earrings, my necklaces, even my wardrobe and my clothes. Just kind of describing why I chose these specific pieces over others, because I wanted to fit everything in with the ancient Vedic text. So you guys can watch that. And then if you still want more information, you can always check out the article that is in the link below. It will be an article that will go to my website or my blog, and it's all about Mercury, and it kind of describes more in depth all the things that I can't fit into this video. So if there's other creative decisions that I made, I always try to cover them in that article. So enjoy, and I'll see you at the end of the video. Mercury is the earth element, so for the earth element I looked back to Mars, who is born of the earth, and I chose a deep red color for one of the face masks. Now Mercury to me also represents kind of a dualistic nature. I write more about this in the article linked. It's listentothestars.wordpress.com. So I always look at Mercury as being kind of dualistic, like the sign of Gemini, which Mercury rules over. So a lot of the times with this video, I chose to do two different things. So I did use the red face mask to represent the earth element, which Mercury is, but also a green face mask because Mercury is related to the color green through the complexion association. So Mercury would kind of have a brown or green sort of look complexion wise, but also because due to Rashi association, Mercury ruling over Gemini and Virgo, you get some color associations. So Mercury ruling over Gemini would relate to the color green, as planets in general do not specifically relate to colors. So here you can see the different face masks that I'm wearing. Mercury, interesting enough, rules over the skin and anything that's like a skin-like covering. So I actually did a pretty full-on skincare routine using a jade roller, a gua sha, a 14 karat gold face mask, which I also chose because Mercury is related to the color gold and also yellow, as you can see from this quote that I posted in my article and also here as well. Wearing yellow garlands and clothes, brilliant like a carnica flower, handling a sword, shield, and mace on a lion, and blessing is Mercury. This is also why I chose to use these little heron scissors that I found while I was in Chile. Mercury is also known to be dark-limbed, so because of that, I chose to really follow Ernst's suggestions with makeup. Mercury is not a very bright planet, so oftentimes you'll see Mercury related to the colors black, dark blue, things like that. So I chose a dark eyeliner look for the makeup. I am wearing a dark wig because Mercury in a horoscope would actually give really dark hair. And right now my hair is kind of bleached from the sun, so I wore a dark wig, even though my hair is naturally pretty dark. And then I wore dark clothing. So Mercury is known as dark-limbed, but also Mercury would be wearing dark linen. In addition to that, just along with those color associations, because Mercury rules over Virgo, you'd get this shiny kind of color. So for the lip color, I chose a very shiny lip look. Then Mercury rules over places of play and sport. So places like recreational places, sporting fields, casinos, anything like that. So I did not have a photographer this time around, but I did find these playing card earrings that my former student Ian sent me, which I was so excited to wear. So I wore my playing Cards of Truth earrings, and then I also wore this really cool domino necklace made by a fellow YouTuber, Carolyn Ricky, which I posted her link to her channel below. Another thing that Mercury rules over is the umami flavor. So anything kind of savory, so nutritional yeast would fall into that category. Soy sauce, seaweed, so I chose to eat some seaweed during this video. Mercury rules over laughter and fun, and it really felt so fun to transform myself into Mercury. As soon as I was Mercury, I just felt way more carefree, way more fun. And Mercury is in the shape of a bird, so it just made me feel like light and just like I could have a good time. So there's so many photos here of me laughing and being stupid and joking with myself, which is very mercurial. And if you know anyone with a prominent Mercury, they're just going to be more childlike and fun. Mercury is also known as the young sovereign and rules over young people. So anyone with like a childlike nature would be very mercurial. Mercury rules over also our sense of smell. So every planet rules over a specific sense, and Mercury is smell, and Mercury in particular would rule over sweet smells. That's why I had that French perfume. Mercury also rules over communication, so I think I edited this out, but I did have a cell phone in there for a while. I also had a book in there, and I also used a song that I sang in French, and then I also put the lyrics to another song that I was singing on the screen because I really wanted to show that Mercury rules over communication and intellect, and the ability to communicate is also a part of being intelligent. Mercury is also known as a starry graha or a starry planet. So any starry planets are planets that we use in order to show our consciousness. So the planet Mercury is used to communicate whatever is in our consciousness. So communication is a big thing for Mercury. Mercury is also sideways looking, so this is my photo of me looking sideways a little bit. It's not the best photo, but I do love this photo. And sideways looking planets are always opportunists, and Mercury is mostly looking for opportunities to improve its efficiency, but also looking for opportunities to invest in, because Mercury is also of the Vaishya caste. Vaishya castes really are all about being salespeople. They're all about entertaining. So I actually went in and took photos inside of Target next to some TV screens to kind of show the entertainment. And it was funny because it was flashing the logo for Target. I also wore gold coin necklaces to show that Vaishya relationship with Mercury. There are a lot of things that I did that were related to Mercury being a merchant in particular, and these are just a couple of them. Mercury also likes things that are new, or not new, but like new, that are like new. So it wouldn't necessarily buy new things, but it would take care of the things that it has so that they maintain this new quality. So I bought some new clothes, but I wore them for a couple of days, and then I wore clothes that I had that were in pretty good condition that looked like they were new. This isn't specifically in the text, but Mercury is really good at mimicry, and this is also like an aspect of learning, especially when we're learning languages. We learn languages through mimicry and copying and listening to what is said and then repeating that back. So you'll often see Mercury prominent in people that are really great actors. I wanted to show this aspect of Mercury because it's so prominent, so I actually chose to do a cover of a song rather than an original song for the first song, and I covered this really nice song by Billy Martin called Mice, which had so many great lyrics that totally exemplified the meaning of the planet Mercury, and I wrote all about that in the article. It was literally the perfect Mercury song, so I made sure I put the lyrics up there. I also linked to the original song in the description box so you can check that out. And then the last two things I want to talk about is Mercury is the child of the moon, which gives it a kind of dualistic nature. Also, the moon is consciousness, and a natural byproduct of consciousness is intellect. So I really wanted to show this relationship between Mercury and the moon, Mercury being the child of the moon. So I'm reading a book all about the moon. Then Mercury is yellow, as we saw in that quote in the beginning, and so I made sure to kind of edit in different yellow clips. And then the final picture that I chose for Mercury is this picture. Mercury is not sideways looking, but I was moving so much when I was filming this video because Mercury is a fast-moving planet. I kind of think I took that on a little bit. So a lot of the photos or the screenshots were so blurry that this is honestly the best image of Mercury I could find. So it's not showing all of the amazing things about Mercury, but you can see the dark clothing, you can see the green eyes, the shiny lips, the coin necklaces in gold. And I think that overall this was the most exemplary photo of Mercury that I could find. I go over so many other features of this makeover video and so many other aspects of Mercury in the article on my blog, listentothestars.wordpress.com. So make sure you go and check that out. I just didn't want this video to be super long, and that article has so much valuable information. So after this video and liking this video, go ahead and check out that article. All right, so there you have it, you guys. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Thanks for watching. I will be doing makeovers for all of the planets, so stay tuned. Again, like this video if you liked it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you all in the next video.
Bye.